I speak from you, Mason, both. I'm telling you how great of a role model and best friend you were growing up. No matter what you were doing, you were always sure to include us in your plan. Even though most of the time it meant us getting in trouble, sneaking out of the house, or being belligerent to the backyard, waking up the neighbors. I'm not going to dive too deep into those stories. You know, I got to leave mom and dad in the dark on some of our adventures.
Appreciate that.
But I do have one story in particular from our teenage years that I'd like to share. Jared and Connor, you guys will get a kick out of this. So this is probably close to 10 years ago now. Me and my buddy Tyler were having a sleepover, and Mikey came home early from Jared's house, acting like he just wanted to hang out with us. Well, Mikey had a great idea of playing a game we would often play in our neighborhood. We would line saran wrap between two poles. When a car rolled through, you know, it was always different what kind of reaction you get. Oftentimes they'd go looking for you or just yell out, whatever. But this particular night, they were getting closer and closer to the bush we were hiding in. Mikey just yells, "Run." He takes off. Me and Tyler are standing there like, we don't know what to do. We didn't want to like out ourselves, so we're just sitting there. Sure enough, soon enough, we also take off. Mikey, by this point, is nowhere to be found. By the time we turn the corner, the Suburban that rode through the saran wrap, it pins us in, and now we're pinched from behind as well. Well, my buddy Tyler, he's in tears. I got my hands in the air and we're saying, we're done, you got us. And at this point, Mikey hops out of the backseat of the car just laughing his ass off. He had staged the entire event, little did we know. So me and Tyler are pissed off at this point. We're like, we gotta plan a counterattack. We gotta get this guy back. So what we do is, we go through the house, raid all my mother's bathrooms, we get about 15 rolls of toilet paper, and we launch our counterattack. Now we're quite successful, but I made the mistake to where as soon as we were done, I called Mikey on the phone and said, "Hey Mikey, look outside." All I hear on the phone is, "Miles, you had better not." I didn't think much of it, you know. I'll pay the price the next day, that's fine. We get home, and I notice something's off. I look up to my bedroom, the light's on, and I'm like, you know, I'm smart enough to close. I turned that off because I know if my parents were to walk out the room, see the light on, you know, they investigate. And, you know, I didn't want to get caught, so I was like, something's off. Well, we climb up the ladder back to the second floor.
Wonderful.
And as soon as we get in, Mikey and all his buddies are just in my bedroom waiting for me, amongst my room being completely turned upside down. Well, this story, it serves as a prime example of what happens when you play games with Mikey. He may sometimes stretch the rules a bit, but in the end, he always ends up winning. But it looks like he has finally met his match as a competitor that Sheridan is. She and Mikey both love to win, and even more so hate to lose. I'm excited to see what you and Sheridan's future will hold. I know God has great plans for the two of you, and this is just the beginning of your new family. I'm looking forward to a future of many great memories, and I know the 4 years of memories we share together, that's just the beginning. I love you both, and I could not be more happy on this day. Congratulations.